Kirsty and Andrew's plan for parenthood started smoothly. Their son has brought them love and an awful lot of laughter.
Charlie's 4 years old.
You're 68.
I'm 68.
And you are 45.
I'm 38, Charlie. I'm 38.
But after struggling to conceive their second child, Kirsty looked into adoption and hit a sudden roadblock. She's not entitled to any kind of maternity pay because she's self-employed.
Well, it was like having the rug pulled from under us completely. And it was moving forward from that. We weren't quite sure how to work it because you kind of have to take a year off work to be able to bond properly with the child, to give the child the best start. And so to go a year without any sort of income would be impossible. Yeah. So it was devastating to find that out.
Biological parents are entitled to statutory maternity pay whether they're employed or self-employed. Adopting parents are entitled to the equivalent, but only if they're employees. The self-employed don't get anything automatically. They can only apply for discretionary support, and councils have no legal duty to provide it.
And so, of course, council budgets at the moment, the way they are, it could be a challenge to get any additional funding for support, really.
And it happens quite late in the process, so it happens at the matching stage. And so you've gone through all the training, all the emotional investment has happened, and then you find out whether and how much you get.
And in the North West, that provision is patchy anyway. Freedom of information requests were sent to all our local councils. Only half confirmed they provide financial support to self-employed adopters. 6 didn't reply, and 5 said they've no such policy in place. Beth Beedham knows firsthand how important that support is. She adopted her little boy 2 years ago and said paid leave was essential to help them blossom into a family.
I took 11 months. There's a massive misconception that because your child may be slightly older, you don't need any time. There's nothing to recover from physically. However, you're manually bonding with a stranger. You don't know them, they don't know you. And the trauma that they've suffered in their very short, small lives can come out in lots of different ways throughout that time and beyond.
Having launched her own florist business, Beth is now self-employed and has lost her entitlement to adoption pay, so plans for any more children will have to wait.
The gap in financial support is unarguably going to stop people coming forward to adopt. That's the bottom line, and it's therefore going to mean that children that desperately need a home and a loving forever family are not going to find it. I've seen that firsthand through children that I know, and it's indescribable, it's beyond heartbreaking. They're not a statistic, they're real children. It's going to massively reduce the foster care bill, which is whopping, if you give self-employed people the support they need, and it's no more support than you give people who have a child biologically. We're not asking for extra money, we're asking for equality.
That's what's driving the MP for Hazel Grove. She wants to amend the upcoming Employment Rights Bill to change the law on adoption pay.
So I'm a really proud adopted auntie, and I've seen the difference that adoption can make when completing a family, and particularly to those children who maybe didn't have the best start in life. What we absolutely don't want as a society is for potential future parents being put off because they just can't afford to take that time off work.
A feeling shared by adoption charities around the country.
Our message to the government is there's a real opportunity here to fix a completely unfair and illogical discrepancy in the law. That would be right for the children who need an adoptive family and are waiting for that placement, and it would be cost effective and sensible for the government to do this.
The government says it recognises there is a gap in provision and wants to support all working families. It says it will consider the issue in a review of the parental leave system, which is currently underway. That would be welcome news for all those who work for themselves, who feel that chasing one dream shouldn't mean giving up on another. Leisha McNally, ITV News.